Let's jump right in. If you're a homeowner in New Hampshire, you already know the struggle. Every single year, it's the same old story with your gutters. So in this explainer, we're going to get into exactly why our state is such a unique battlefield for gutters, and, more importantly, what the real engineered solution actually looks like. Yeah, does this look a little too familiar? That nasty, overflowing mess of gunk and pine needles, the constant worry about what kind of damage is happening up there? It's more than just a hassle. It's a relentless problem that can have some really serious consequences for your house. So first things first, we need to understand what we're really up against. Because here in New Hampshire, it's not just a few leaves in the fall. Oh no, we are dealing with a perfect storm of conditions that basically declares war on our gutter systems year-round. And look, this isn't just about being annoyed. Every one of these points is a serious, expensive threat to your home. Ice dams? They can shove water right back under your shingles, causing leaks inside your living room. All that water pouring over the side, it pools around your foundation, which can lead to cracks and, thousands of dollars in repairs. And let's not even forget the very real danger of getting up on a wobbly ladder, especially when the ground is wet and slippery, like it so often is here. Okay, so the problem is crystal clear. And a lot of us have tried to fix it, right? You go down to the local home improvement store, you grab some of those gutter guards off the shelf. But as we're about to see, most of those common guards, well, they're just not cut out for the granite state. In this chart right here, it tells the whole story. Just look at that column for pine needle defense. Those basic screens and foam inserts, they just get completely overwhelmed by the tiny needles from our pine trees. And sure, those solid hood covers look tough, but they can actually create ice dams by giving snow and ice a perfect little shelf to build up on. They're just the wrong tool for our specific tough-as-nails challenges. And that leads right to this feeling. This is it, isn't it? This isn't just a random quote. It's what you feel after you've spent your money and a whole Saturday on a so-called solution that fails the very first time a real New Hampshire winter storm rolls through. It just confirms that feeling in your gut that there has to be a better way. And you know what? There is. This is where we introduce the hero of our story, the perforated aluminum gutter guard. Now, this isn't some generic one-size-fits-all product. It is an engineered system designed from the ground up to solve the exact problems we've been talking about. Just look at the difference. Think back to that clogged, overflowing disaster we saw a minute ago. Now look at this. Clean, sleek, effective. This is what happens when you use the right tool for the job. It's really simple. Water gets in, debris stays out. But the technology that makes it happen is actually pretty amazing. 489? That's not just some random number. That is pure precision engineering. Every single one of those tiny holes is scientifically designed to let torrents of water flow right through, but keep even the small stuff, like pine needles and shingle grit, from ever getting inside. It's the secret sauce for why this system works when so many others just don't. And this awesome technology has a name, AlumaPerf. The idea behind it is kind of genius, really. The surface is so smooth, and those perforations are so well designed, that even a normal breeze, we're talking just a light 6-mile-per-hour wind, is actually enough to lift dry leaves and pine needles right off the top, keeping it clean all by itself. And there it is, the whole story in one picture. On the left, you've got the problem that every single New Hampshire homeowner recognizes. And on the right, the permanent solution. This isn't just a Band-Aid. It's a fundamental upgrade to your home's entire defense system against water. Okay, but now for the ultimate test, right? The one that every product in New Hampshire has to pass, our weather. From those intense summer thunderstorms to the crushing weight of winter snow, how does this thing really hold up when it counts? This number is just wow. A system like Leaf Relief can handle almost 30 inches of rain an hour. Now, just to give you some perspective, the all-time record for rainfall in 1 hour in the United States was around 12 inches. So yeah, during our absolute worst downpours, this system won't even break a sweat. Now, this might be the single most important myth we need to bust for anyone living in New Hampshire. Because the gutters stay clear, the melting snow and water has a place to go. It can drain freely. There are no blockages to force that water to back up, freeze, and create those incredibly destructive ice dams. In fact, these guards are one of your best tools to prevent them. So let's break it down. First, snow can't pile up and pack down inside the gutter, which is what creates those heavy blocks of ice that can literally rip gutters off a house. The guard itself is made of tough aluminum, so it actually adds strength to your whole gutter system. And then, when that snow does start to melt, it has a clear path to drain away, which is exactly what you want. Okay, so this all sounds pretty amazing. But, we want to be totally straight with you. Is anything really a set it and forget it solution? Let's have an honest conversation about maintenance. This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? If you're going to make this kind of investment in your home, you deserve to know the honest truth about what you're signing up for down the line. And I absolutely love this quote because it's so real. The truth is, no system is 100% magic. Over a long period of time, some really fine, sticky stuff like tree pollen or sap can settle on the surface. But it's not the heavy leaves and twigs clogging everything up inside. It's just a thin layer on top. And that is a completely different and way, way easier problem to solve. This right here, this is your new reality. The days of risking your neck on a ladder to scoop out smelly gunk are just over. Your new chore is to glance up from your driveway once in a while. And maybe if you see a little bit of that sticky stuff, you give it a quick spray with your garden hose. Then you get back to your life. So let's pull all of this together. What we're really talking about here is so much more than a gutter guard. It's a true long-term investment in protecting your home's value and, honestly, just giving you back your peace of mind. And this is the end goal, isn't it? A beautiful home that you know is protected from the elements, season after season. The gutter system itself is basically invisible from the ground, but the protection it provides is front and center, keeping your home safe, sound, and secure. So what's the ultimate payoff? Well, you get your weekends back from a dangerous, disgusting chore. You protect your single biggest investment from some of the most expensive kinds of damage. You get a system that's backed by a 25-year manufacturer warranty. And you make a smart home improvement that actually adds to your property value. It's a win-win-win-win. And that really is the final question, isn't it? When you finally solve this problem for good, it's not just about what you avoid, the ladders, the muck, the worry. It's about what you gain. So what will you do with all that extra time and that incredible peace of mind?